Hello everyone, and welcome to this Astro Oracle reading, and also a warm welcome to my YouTube channel where I'm working with astrology, tarot, paranormal encounters, ufology, metaphysics. In other words, everything between heaven and earth. And I would also like to say a big warm thank you to all subscribers and everyone who is just stopping by. If you have any questions, comments, or if there are some issues you want to know more about within these areas, please let me know through the comment section down below this video, or hit my website herlanguage.dk. I have left a link to my website down below as well. Now, for those of you who also feel drawn to the color blue, linked to a paranormal experience or extraterrestrial encounter that you've had, I'm also doing some readings on the blue flame, so maybe you want to go and check that out as well. I have put some links to that down below, and they are taking you, I feel, a little bit further perhaps than these readings that I'm working with here, the Astro Oracle readings. And so for today I am using some crystals just to tune in the energy with whatever is beyond cosmic impulses. And one of the stones that I'm using is a Celestine. Looks like this. And an Aqua Aura or Aura Aqua that holds all the colors of the rainbow. And this is also a very good stone to use if you have a lot of dream activity. Sleep with it under your pillow perhaps. And the third stone is a stone that I have recently purchased. It's an angel stone, and it is in particular linked to the zodiac sign of Aquarius, so maybe there are some Aquarians out there. And the last stone is the Amethyst, this deep purple stone. Can also be, I'm also wearing a bracelet. It's more a light purple color, but this is a deep purple colored amethyst, and it is connecting us with our crown chakra. So I know that you cannot see the stones, but I'm just putting them down here to tune in my energy with whatever is coming through for us today. And as always, these readings are for those of you who feel that you are still somehow linked to the energy, the love, something, you know, dialogues with past and loved ones, light beings, maybe from other planet civilizations, or maybe it could be colors or figures, light in itself. So for those of you who feel in particular linked to all of that, these readings are for you. And also remember to go with the colors, numbers, figures, or whatever you may see in the cards. Go with that, because that is a specific personal message just for you, okay? So make sure that you have your feet solidly planted on the ground. Maybe you want to have a glass of water next to you so that we can take all these electrical impulses in and make them connect with the water that we have in our bodies. We consist of almost 75 or 80% of water, and the water holds information, knowledge, and wisdom, and is sort of being ignited or initiated through the plasma, the light that we are taking in right now. So it is really about connecting what is coming through our light bodies with our physical body. And I would like to underline that I am working very much with the astral body, where we start to pick up emotional cosmic impulses. And the way I read those impulses is that through my feelings, how are they showing up with sadness, joy, or enthusiasm, for example, etc., etc. So maybe you want to take some deep breaths. Also just relax. Make sure you sit in a straight up position so that the energies can work easily through us. And I'm just gonna use my crystal ball here to tune in with the energies. Maybe you want to close your eyes, pause the video to find the position where you feel most relaxed. Okay, just go with however you feel is right for you. Okay, so let's begin by pulling some communication cards and let's see how many cards are coming out. Maybe you want to go just with one of them, maybe you want to go with all of them. Again, tune in to your intuition and just go wherever it leads you. Okay, let's see what's coming through here. We have one card coming out here. The second one is, let's see if there are any more cards coming out. Any more coming out here? We have a last card. So again, go with just one of the cards if you feel it speaks the most to you, or go with all of them, or maybe two of them. But we'll have a look at the first message. This card is saying, we are easing the blockage which is holding you back. Go for it. Card number 14. The next card is saying, give yourself time, be kind to yourself and heal in your own way. Card number 37. The last card here is saying, have you laughed today? Find your joy, lift your soul. Card number 17 with the lovely frogs on it. So maybe the frog is meaning something special to you. Okay. So let's move on by pulling some cards on the cosmic energies or cosmic civilizations that are coming in here. Let's see what's coming out. One card coming out here. Let's see if there are other cards. Okay. Yes. Card number 13, Men in Black. And this is talking about stalking, intimidation, and confrontation, okay? We also have a full moon here, so maybe for some of you, you've been going through something like that during the last full moon, or maybe it's coming in the future full moon. But there is something here that where you feel that you are being stalked. So whomever it is or whatever it is that you feel that you are resonating with, you are on the right path. If you have felt that sometimes someone is like standing just next to you even though there is no one there, or you feel a breath, or you hear someone cough or someone laugh, that is just reminding you of someone or something in your life maybe it doesn't exist in this 3D physical world anymore, or it can also be that it still exists, but maybe it's a friend or a family member who lives far away from you, for example. This is what's coming in to breathe you in the neck. In this reading, I feel that this card is very positive. It's breathing, it's stalking you, it wants your attention, okay? So let's pull some astrology cards to see where these energies are coming in for you. But I feel for many of you, some of you over here in particular with these two cards, you are still healing, you are still trying to persevere something. And for some of you, you are ready to go even though you're still healing. For others of you, you may not quite be there yet because you still are in some very heavy healing process. And maybe for some of you over here, you need to be reminded of using your humor. It's always important when we go through a healing process that we remember to laugh, because sometimes things can get so intense and so serious. And of course it's serious when we're moving through a crisis, a conflict, or a tragedy in our lives. Of course it is. But sometimes we also need to take a step back and observe more than respond or react on it, okay? So remember just to have a good laugh sometimes, watching a funny movie or doing something that you remembered were funny before this tragedy or conflict entered your life, okay? So let's see where this energy is showing up, and maybe you want to check out your chart where you have these astrology energies coming in, because that will give you a specific hint of where this will show up for you in particular. So let's pull some cards here to see what's coming up. Okay, I'm just gonna pull two cards from the top of the deck. Okay, so the first one to show up here is the zodiac sign card. So this would be a reference to the zodiac signs, and also maybe you want to go and check out where you have this particular zodiac sign, in which house, because that will tell you in which life area also this is playing out on. So this card is Scorpio. So this is very intense energy, and also very it's a very passionate energy. Here we are working with our Kundalini energy. Again, I feel a very perfect reference for the communication cards that we pulled in the beginning, that you are moving through some kind of healing, because here we also meet the planet Pluto, which is a deep transformational planet energy. So on a deep soul level, things are really moving for you right now. You are getting back into contact with your Kundalini energy. This is also a reference back to our sexual organs, which means that that's where we are initiating the energy from the lowest point of our back, and the energy will move up, following up your spine right to the neck. Okay, so there is some kind of reignition of your original life force energy coming in here that will lead to a deep rebirth. So this is also talking about actually master healing abilities, finding the magic in life. So this would be the Phoenix rising, okay? So the next card that is coming out is a house card, and that is a reference to the life areas. So maybe you want to go and check out where you have the 11th house, because this is actually sitting here wishing upon a star. This is the world citizen. This is the pilgrim energy coming in here, and also a reference back to Aquarius, actually, with the angel stone here, where we also find the planet Uranus, the first of the outer planets, where we are going beyond. We're going beyond limitations, beyond traditions, beyond restrictions. Okay, this is the first planet when we are moving out further from Saturn, which is the last planet that we can see with the naked eye from Earth. Okay, so here you are really looking into something where you are being more social, you are finding like-minded people. This is talking about being different, also doing things in a different way. So maybe you'll find now that you are going to be reborn again. You will find passion, compassion in life, compassion for yourself, passion for yourself, and also for other people, where you will find like-minded people. You will enter into more social events where you maybe will stand out as this healer, also finding the magic in life because you have been going through this healing process yourself. So very important here. And also I like to emphasize that we are in the age of Aquarius right now for the next 2,600 years approximately. We are entering into that right now. And that means that there will be a focus on the future, on freedom, maybe more revolutionary energies, because also here we have a lot to do with science, digital solutions, technology, spacecraft and stuff like that. This is really where we are going to speak with the stars, okay, and speak with the energies. So this is where the energy is coming in. You might want to check out your chart, as I mentioned before. Both the 11th house Scorpio energy, maybe where you have your Pluto position, your Uranus position, and also energies of Aquarius. And when you go in and check out your chart, please again tune into your intuition. What is speaking to you and what is not speaking to you, okay? Because at this point, folks on the other side really want your attention, okay? I feel that they are helping you being reborn, but you need to also, with the water element here, you need to maybe tune into your emotions, maybe your past. This can also talk about past lives. This is also about remembrance, seeing the truth, moving underneath the surface to see how everything is one, how everything is interconnected. And here we have the air element, the fastest of the four elements, pointing to our mental state, and also thinking patterns, communication, and how we are seeing and understanding things. So there could be something clairvoyant here also, and clairsentient here. So maybe you find that you are already maybe both of that, or maybe just one of that, but move on with that. They are coming in through your thinking patterns, speaking to you, through you, as you, okay? Because we are all interconnected. We are here through this reading, moving out into the bigger grid that holds everything together through electrical impulses, which means that we can actually be in one place and at the same time feel that we are in a completely different place, okay? So let's pull some angel cards, and remember that angels, well, to me, it can be, light beings. When we often see angels depicted with feathers as wings, I more feel that it's a reference to the light or plasma surrounding that light being, okay? So there is more a focus on that they can time travel. They're entering with different lights in their light bodies. So let's see what they have to say. But there are a breakthrough for some of you, again with the water in this card. A reference back to Scorpio and the water energy over here. Your emotions, intuition is very strong here. And for some of you, you may need to find some social events, some like-minded people where you can heal at your own pace. And I also like to say that with the frogs over here, they're reminding us to clutter. They're jumping from leaf to leaf. I don't remember the word in English for that. But when you see a frog in a lake, they're jumping on leaves from one leaf to another. And they are leaving stuff behind. They're not taking anything with them. So this can also point to that now it's time to declutter, maybe on a mental level, in your thinking patterns, in your communication with other people, how you have been going around about social events, how you've been looking at yourself, maybe through the eyes of the crowd, because here we are also in the 11th house and Aquarius energies. We are also working with the individual, but within a group, how do those two entities work together? So it's very sociable over here. We like to have fun when we are in the air element zodiac signs. So again, lift yourself up above water sometimes to get out of that deep, intense emotional state, and get a higher, maybe a different perspective on things, how you are used to view your emotions or your intuition, how you're going about that. Also maybe prior lifetimes, dreams. Okay, so we have 2 cards coming out here. Let's see what they have to say. Yes, the first card is saying self-fulfilling prophecy. Take small steps to diminish your worrying. Know it is going to be okay, and so it is. And see how I feel that for some of you, you're sitting in that healing bubble with the gold here. And also gold is a reference to time traveling. So maybe wear some more golden jewelry. Maybe you'll find that that will help ease your light body so that you can have insights in other dimensions, and maybe receive these stalking energies, the message from them, receiving them clearer, better through being more clairsentient or clairvoyant. Simply you start to see things, you start to understand things, see through things. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that I feel for some of you, you have been calling on this, and since you have accepted to go through this healing process, I feel that you are very much aware of it. Like I mentioned before, some of you are more ahead than others, but all of this is about healing. So you have tuned in to do your work, to do your job, healing yourself. And when you call upon that process, you will see how things are coming into your life, and remember that you have called upon them. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Everything that we are putting our focus to seems to come more into our lives, more intense maybe. So self-fulfilling prophecy. The other card that is coming out, a surprise is on the horizon. Expect a nice surprise. See how you're standing here, almost done with your healing process, but you're still there. You're looking for answers, and there are lights coming in for you. There is a new world here. You are connecting here, especially if you, for those of you who are in contact with other light beings and other planetary civilizations, you will see them come in more to your life, okay? So expect a nice surprise. There will be answers. Remember, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're also watching this reading, and we are trying to communicate with whomever or whatever is out there. So when we do that, we can expect surprises. We can expect things to happen. Maybe something that is moving beyond our fantasy, our imagination, which is also a reference back to Scorpio. So let's pull some mediumship cards to see where we are being guided to, what we are being asked to tune into right now to receive these messages or inspiration or whatever you may feel, support maybe. Sometimes we're so focused on receiving answers and we need the messages, but it's really just about tuning our energy into that grid, into our higher self, into our light body. You can call it whatever you want, but something that is of a less physical density, okay? Because I think that everything is measurable. It's just in different densities. And go easy on yourself. This is supposed to be fun. And also, you know, I feel that someone is coming in for some of you to contacting some of you to remind you to have fun, to laugh at things. Maybe you were going through a hard lifetime with that deceased or with that passed on loved one, or whomever, whatever it may be for you. Maybe for some of you it's back in a prior life, in a past life. Something to remind you that you need to look at all the fun you also had together. Yeah, and also I feel that we have one card coming out here, but I just like to say that with this card also I feel a reference back to, Jupiter and Saturn, especially Saturn here in the corner of this picture with all its rings, is a specific reference back to this card, because Saturn is about time, restrictions, limitations, law and regulation, and being serious, taking responsibility for your life. It's also about karma. So there could also be a major reset here for some of you, a reference back to also the 10th house, which is about your life purpose, and Capricorn energies. So it is time for some of you just to go with your karma, because I feel that you're breaking karma. Karma is action that we are taking with us from one lifetime to another, to another, to another. And when we start to recognize the patterns that we are still moving in, we have a chance to break out of that. And then you have broken your karma and you can move beyond. You can move to Uranus. You can start to go to the outer planets. And with Jupiter is a reference back to this card, because Jupiter is also very enthusiastic, optimistic, and joyous, and it also has immense humor. Okay, so maybe you want to go and check out your Saturn position, your Jupiter position, to bring in you more information, however this may speak to you, and also in reference to how advanced you feel you are with the astrology. Again, feel free to contact me if you need answers on that. I would be happy to assist you. So let's see if we have other cards coming out. We have one card already, but okay, so 2 cards coming out here. Let's have a look. The first card to come out is talking about symbols. Okay, so you will definitely after this reading begin to see symbols, whether it's flowers, numbers, other stuff through nature, anything where you just feel spot on, that it can just not be explained. You cannot walk away from that. That is a clear sign from your guides on the other side. And maybe it's the rainbow, maybe it's the butterfly, whatever it may tell you. And this card is saying that if you receive a symbol, you have to ask yourself, what does this symbol mean to me? Or what does this mean to the mom, dad, child, etc., whom I'm connecting with? Okay, so it also says that the more you ask these types of questions, the more you'll notice the same symbols appearing that have a similar association. So this is really asking about the light beings you feel are coming in. What is that light being trying to express to me? What does that mean to me? How does that feel to me? How does that feel whenever I see that color, that number? Really tune into that. Or what was I thinking about when I saw that sign? Okay, stuff like that. Really pay attention to symbols. Okay, put it over. I hope you can see the cards here. Okay, so the next card coming out is talking about nature's healing power. So this is really about going out in nature and feel connected with Mother Earth, because when we start to have when we work with this, we sometimes have a tendency to be very focused, maybe over focused, and sometimes it can be so intense that we need a break once in a while. And actually the best way to connect with it all is actually to be out in nature, to be outside where you're connecting with the wind, plasma, the light, and perhaps water if you live nearby a lake or something like that. You see the grass, you see the trees, you hear the birds. Okay, it has some kind of relaxing power over us when we are working with nature. So this is saying that nature is not only something we see with our eyes, but also something we feel and experience in our body, mind, and spirit. It can be wonderfully restorative to our overall well-being. Now is the time to let your body absorb the healing power that nature has to offer. Okay, so again, a reference back to that this is definitely a healing process reading. Okay, you are all going through some kind of healing, whether it can also be financially, it can be emotionally, it can be psychologically or mentally, however this may speak to you. Okay, and remember that now is the time to find like-minded people. You will definitely find like-minded people because you are drawing them to you through this Scorpio intense magical energy, that you just simply draw in like-minded people where you can share these emotional impulses that you are receiving. Okay, so maybe some of you also will find new friends. Some of you may be leaving an old environment behind because of this healing process, because you've really been doing the work. You are, for some of you, still doing it, but it is time now to really tune into your own needs. No matter how far you have come, if you remember to laugh, you remember your sense of humor, or if you feel that you're just breaking through right now, that you are leaving this healing process behind, you are still healing. Okay, so let's pull a card to see what is being activated here. And those cards here can go a little bit deep, so really take some time out, perhaps after watching this reading, to let the energies come in. Maybe also go out into nature to absorb these messages or energetic impulses. But I feel that there are really someone stalking you, and it makes me laugh because they're coming in a friendly way. They're just showing you Men in Black, because I don't know if any one of you have been watching the movies. I guess some of you have, and it is really about tuning into what is beyond, and how different civilizations could look at technology, how they're technologically advanced, stuff like that. But those movies always make me laugh, so that is why I'm not taking that card that seriously, since it is coming out with this card over here. So I feel that someone really wants to make you laugh, and also just to acknowledge how easy it feels, how easy their presence feels, how easy it is, how simple it is sometimes. This is not, with Scorpio energies, things are also mystical sometimes, but it's really very simple. So it's perhaps mysterious, but in a very simple way. We have a tendency to put mysteries to make them something dramatic or complicated, or overloaded with a lot of information, and you have to know a lot of things before you're into that, before you know it all. Sometimes I think it's more simple than that. Okay, so when you feel them breathe, you feel I know that when I feel someone is at my in particular on the right side, I feel it very intense. I feel very much alive, and I also feel very relaxed, and I feel safe. So again, a reference back to the water here. Our emotions, what makes you feel safe, okay? Okay, we have one card coming out. I just want to see if there is another card coming out. Or let's pull one, because I feel that we need a couple of cards here. Yeah, I'll just pull a second card right from the top of the deck. Okay, the first card that is coming out is Serious Star Blessings. It's saying yes, proceed, be seen, push through. Okay, so for some of you, you are really into serious energies, okay? And if you want to know more about that, that group, I suggest that you do a Google search. For those of you who are very much into ufology, I would like to make a reference to Billy Meyer. I'll put a link to one of his videos down below, and also Michael Horn, who have been working with him through many years. He has had special encounters, and I feel that both with Pleiadians, but also maybe Syrians, but he has had extraterrestrial encounters through many years, since I believe it's the 1970s or something like that. So if you really want to go more into that, check out that link as well. But this is for those of you who are very much linked into this first card. Go for it, okay? Because your guides, your helpers on the other side, they're easing the blockage that has been holding you back. So now it is time to proceed. And for others of you who are more connected with these cards over here, you just need to proceed, look deeper, go for it. Whatever is showing up through this healing process of yours, go with that. Again, back to colors, numbers, you know, any kind of symbol that, you know, try and go with that. And for some of you, I feel that you're saying, yeah, but this is becoming really weird. Just go with that. Embrace your weirdness, okay? Because it is simple, as I mentioned before, and it makes you feel safe. It makes you feel happy. No matter how sinister a time you may be going through, you will feel that some of that energy is being taken from your shoulders, okay? They're here to assist you. So proceed with that. You are receiving a lot of blessings. Your work has been seen. And now you can start to prepare for some blessings to come in. Beautiful. Now the next one is talking about crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Exactly. So these cards did not come out together. So maybe some of you want to go with this card. Some of you maybe more feel drawn into this card. I definitely feel drawn to the 11th house and Aquarius energies. And I have some kind of insect flying here in the air. So some of you are really connected to your mind, to clairvoyance, okay? So you are really going through some healing process on a mental level with your thinking patterns. You know, am I good enough? Why did they say that? Did I hurt them by saying this or that? You know, why did they say that to me? All of that, okay? You are really getting some high vibrational healing in here. And these skulls are also some, they have been found, I believe, in South America also. So really tune more into that as well if you want to know more about this. My experience is that also we, through gaining a lot more knowledge about artifacts, and maybe looking at them a little bit differently than what the mainstream presents to us, we actually receive a lot of wisdom, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of clairvoyant moments, understandings, you know, these aha moments where we start to see things in a different light. Again, back to the 11th house and Aquarian energy. Okay, so for some of you, you are healing in your mind, your thinking patterns, the way you see and understand things, your own private psychology. Maybe also through communication, maybe some kind of therapy where you're using words, something like that is coming up as well, okay? Very interesting. So let's pull a divine direction card to see if there are some more direct guidance for you here as how to take these energies in right now, on how to go about your healing process. But remember to breathe in air once in a while. Remember that this is very intense emotionally, so sometimes you need to allow yourself to just breathe and come to the surface, okay? Move above waters and have maybe a different perspective on things, but definitely a higher perspective on things. Zoom out a little bit, zoom out. But you will step into more freedom through the 11th house, definitely. And also maybe you're coming out a little bit revolutionary. You know, when you're sharing this healing process experience with other people, they will find you very intense. They will look at you as if you are your own master healer. And I'd just like to say bingo, because that's what it's all about. We are here to become our own master healers, master clairvoyant, master advisors, okay? So 2 advices coming out. And the first one is signs. Again, back to the symbols over here. Okay, this is saying your past loved ones are never far from you. Notice the signs they sent you. And I feel very emotional right now. So for some of you, this means a lot. I feel for some of you, you have just lost someone who was very dear to you. So really pay attention to that. Don't dismiss it, okay? We have a tendency to dismiss everything that is different with the 11th house over here coming in, showing us different ways of thinking and looking at things and understanding things. And when we are moving beyond Saturn, beyond these limitations, when we are going up against societal rules, sometimes that makes us feel weird. That makes us feel not anything but normal, right? But you got to go with that. You got to go with that. They're coming in here. They're breathing you in the neck, okay? And the other one is saying clearing. Remove energy blockages by clearing out unwanted emotional or material clutter. Back to the frogs, as I was mentioning before. They're jumping from leaf to leaf and not taking anything with them, just looking ahead, making that big jump. Also back to Jupiter energies, because Jupiter is this expansion planet, a gas planet. It can take in a lot. Be careful to keep your balance, because it can also lose all its energy just like that. But it is about quantum energy when we talk about Jupiter. It's taking quantum leaps in faith, in knowledge, in your own private life philosophy or belief system, okay? So clear out what you no longer need. I also feel that this is also talking to this card over here. The blockages are being removed. Emotional blockages, I feel for you guys over here with the water. So something in your environment needs to be cleared out. Maybe it's relationships in your work environment, friends, or maybe in your family, something like that. Clear it all out. And also I would like to say that we have a tendency to put a lot of energy in our materialistic life. Declutter. You don't need as much stuff as you think you do. I've been giving away approximately 95% of all my stuff, and I thought I would never survive it because I had put so much energy and memories into that, and I thought I cannot live without that. And after a while I found that I was in a situation where I had to give it up because I have experienced some years where I did not have my own home, and I could not take a lot of stuff with me. I just had to give it away, throw out, sell it, or give it away. Is my advice to you. Just give it away, okay? So let's pull some last cards for this reading from my Angel Blessings purse to see what your personal guides would like to add here. But remember the signs, clear out also on a mental level what you no longer need to take with you. Also with the water signs, again, back to remembrance, past, also past lives and memories. I don't know if I mentioned that. But anything that is stored emotionally from this lifetime that makes you feel low, declutter. You don't need it anymore. Up in the air, move into the 11th house now, where you're coming in to meet like-minded people, where you can share this experience with them, and where you can be free and social and just enjoying having a great time. first card to come out is truth, okay? And that is also pointing back to the water signs in particular, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, where we are working with the truth, okay? The truth of it all. When we dive under or beneath the surface, we can see how everything is interconnected. You guys who are clairsentient here, you can feel it. And also with Scorpio energies, you can feel if someone is lying. Be careful not to be too possessive here, or maybe other people being possessive towards you, trying to control you, because here we have Pluto, which is also the planet of power. So remember that it is not the love of power, but the power of love that you tune into here, so that you can see the truth. You will feel what people in your 11th house, in your environment, who are not telling you the truth, okay? So truthful moments, move with your truth. See yourself, your higher self, your soul meeting your soul awareness, having a clear look with the skull of who you are. So let's pull one last card here, or cards. Let's see what's coming out here. Okay, one card is jumping up into my hand. Purpose. Okay, so there is a purpose with you finding your truth now, okay? And it is not, as I mentioned before, you are going through a healing process, and that's never easy. It doesn't feel easy because it can be something completely new to us. It's trying to push us towards our life purpose here. But look at this, the sun is shining, you're almost there, okay? And that's why your loved ones are coming in to breathe you in your neck, or your helpers on the other side. And also this is a reference back to the 10th house, Capricorn energies, and Saturn that I was pointing to before. Life purpose, make status on your life, declutter, cleanse, clear, because there is something here that you are that is no longer in alignment with your life purpose, where you are gaining a lot of wisdom now through saying yes to a challenge in life, saying yes to the card we have down here somewhere. Say yes, proceed. Okay, proceed, say yes to a challenge, because that will move you closer to your life purpose. And maybe we'll not have all the answers right away, but just enjoy the process. Enjoy this climbing up the mountain, even though it may be tough sometimes. But in Capricorn energies, we have endurance. We do our job. We do the work until we reach the goal. We keep our eyes on the goal. Okay, this is an earth element sign. So keep your feet on the ground and also your fingers in the soil. Do what needs to be done, and know that you will gain a lot of wisdom from that, okay? This is also in the 10th house, where we find the disciple, the one who's very disciplined, right? Doing the work, not asking too many questions about it, just saying what is laid at my feet, and how am I going to go through that? Fine, then I'm just going to go through that, no matter how it presents itself. Beautiful. So your truth, when you find your truth about yourself through going through these deep healing emotions, you will find your life purpose. You definitely will. Just keep going, keep climbing. With the earth element signs, they're also promising us abundance and success, but it's in the long run, okay? It may take many years. And also right now, of course, we have Pluto in Capricorn as well, and it's shifting into Aquarius actually in late January 2024. So for the next maybe year and a half, this energy is what's going to ignite. This is what's going to be more intense for you. Just know it's a process. You will make it. You're on your way to see the truth about yourself. Embrace that, okay? You have so many special gifts and talents that people need to hear about, okay? So go and meet those people. Be open. Come up in the air element once in a while. Have fun. Be social. Laugh. And just know that you are on the right track here, okay? You have your light beings, your helpers breathing you in the neck. They will support you. Trust that. Trust your feelings, okay? So this was what I had for you in this Astro Oracle reading. I hope that you've been inspired to dive deeper into this yourself, and I hope I'll see you next time. Take very well care of yourselves out there, okay? Remember to have a little fun in life as well, and notice the signs, okay? So thank you so much for watching and listening, and bye for now.